What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 12 of my Total Warhammer 3 modded Kroq-Gar campaign. So as we saw last time, after an epic quest battle against the Skaven, Kroq-Gar did acquire a Lord Kroq, the Relic Priest, and a very, very strong addition to our armies and roster. He has an obnoxiously powerful skill set, namely the Deliverance of Itza spells, which just obliterate pretty much anything that they come in contact with, and the Supreme Shield of the Old Ones, which offers us a force field, massively increasing our missile resistance and damage resistance alike. And gonna be pretty fun to make use of Klork, and we're gonna put him into Kroki's army, at least for now. Though I doubt that Kroki actually needs him, he probably should be with him. Who else would guard the Relic Priest after all? It does make sense. In terms of what we are going to do, though, we do have to, I guess, send one of these units away. Are you able to reach Kroki? No, not unless Kroki goes back. Alrighty, so here's what we'll do then. We will summon a temporary lord, let's say a skink chief, mostly because they're the cheapest. I really prefer not to waste the money, but I'm sure that we'll have other purposes for them later. And then Kroki is going to move like so. And he is going to transfer, I guess, one of the chameleon skinks. Yeah, we're probably not going to want to lose anything else. I'd rather lose the chameleon skinks than the pterodon riders, because as we've already seen, and they're just far too useful. I guess we could also lose the second chameleon skink as well. But then, how close are you? Let me just see. You have to transfer one of your dinos. I mean, you will get there eventually. Yeah, Kroki can fight with 19 units, especially now that Klork is there. Is that what? Damn it, I forgot what it was. And I was laughing about it for quite a while too, but anyway. Yeah, let's transfer the chameleon skinks out. And don't get me wrong, I love chameleon skinks, it's just we don't have room for them in the army anymore. And Kroki and Klorki, you guys are gonna go this way. We're gonna stay in... might as well go as far as we can. As long as Klork can reach Kroki's army. And then let's find us a Queek. Hopefully we can get him before he dies again, and get Kroki his defeat trait. Alrighty, and hopefully you have replenished troops, so that should actually help us heal up a little bit. 1200 per turn, going up to 2400 per turn. Wow, okay, that literally doubled the amount that we heal. Technically speaking, we might also want to move Teto Echo out of this army at some point, depending. I mean, they do have fairly different spells, to be fair. I'll think about it. I'm kind of attached to Teto Echo now, especially since he's been with us for so long, and we don't necessarily have to look at him as a mage, just because he is a mage. He can also just be an ancient Stegodon on the Engine of the Gods with more abilities. Yeah. And the lore is nice, so yeah, you know what? We'll keep him there. And then Koal, you can stay there for now, but then next turn you're going to transfer these chameleon skinks to these guys. We just have a pile of lords. But the pile of lords is not yet done. Since we have ensure more Saurus warriors are spawned, we're going to make use of it. So, I guess not here then, right here. Yeah, it would probably be too risky traveling through Khemri territory, wouldn't it? Maybe. Or maybe not, I don't know. Maybe we could risk it. Although then again, we tried last time and it seemed like we don't actually save all that much time. You know what? No, screw it. Red Crested Skink Chief, Humble, Hero Recruit Rank, +2. Yes, we're gonna get you. And maybe we can even get a few... Yeah, these guys start at level 5. If we can get a good one, we'll definitely make use of them. And then you, my friend, can start recruiting. At... Oh, I should have done the Alignment of War, the Tablet of War, whatever. The Commandment of War, whatever. Later, though. And we can do without. Let's do, let's say, 4 Saurus Spears and 4 Saurus Warriors with Shields. Now, we're going to tune that, depending, but they're quite expensive, and it's going to cost us 1600 and drop our cash, though we will probably delete a bunch of units in order to make room for the Saurus. But we need a proper secondary army now, not just piles of skinks. Also, we need to spend our alignments before they dissipate, and let's go for the Basti with Solar Engine. The Warpaint of Xhotl powers up the range capabilities fairly decently, especially the reload time. Although, you know what? I think we'll go with the Warpaint of Talanxla instead. Yeah, so melee attack +5 and then a bunch of buffs will be quite helpful, especially because Solar Vigor does essentially the same thing, or at least similar thing, with the +5 attack, so we can essentially combine them to give +10 attack, which is pretty nice. I like that idea. Let's do that. More Paint of Tarantula. And I guess if we have like 3 of these in a line, they can power up the entire battle line while also firing their solar beams. Oh, little Spidey. Get pets. Is that supposed to be a tiny Arachnarok, or is this a forest spider? It looks more similar to the Arachnarok model, I think. Maybe. Well, this is the Arachnos Mountains, and there's Mount Arachnos, so yeah. Anyway, me getting distracted as usual. Well, you guys should be used to it by now. You are going up northward, Isoko Rismate. It's actually faster to reach Kroq this way, though you only have to trade him a couple things. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, in addition to that, I do believe we now have buildings, so Crater of the Walking Dead. It's time to upgrade you. Let's first of all build the Skink Favelas, get the spices and the Ancient Harbor up and running. We are in the right commandment. And then Libaras is good, so Resetra or Doomglade. Does it really matter? You don't have a growth thing yet. And I guess we'll need the extra growth. Alright, fine. We'll go for you first then. Alrighty, that's the Crater of the Walking Dead. Next up is Blightwater, Crad, Tom, and Money. And let's upgrade that Holy Ziggurat as well. And then lastly, the Barrier Idols, Death Gorge. We deleted something here, and we are going to replace it with, I guess, walls, because you're probably going to be in danger for quite a while. We'll replace the walls or delete the walls once we're done with you. Next up, we have Diplomacy to take a look at. Specifically, we just identified the Wardens of the Living Pools, so we're going to get friendly with them. And get a nice little trade agreement going. Like so. Then 2.7, 11.2. Oh, it's so close with Itza. You know what? We need to upgrade our relationship further. Here's how we're gonna do this. We're gonna join the war against Bordalo. I wasn't originally gonna do this, but I really want Gorok. It's not even so much to get him as the legendary lord, even though I do want that. I just really want to start fighting in Lustria as fast as possible. If we had the money, I'd just build an army and just straight up sail it over. Also, how many territories do you have left, by the way? And just the 3. Alright, well, we'll join the war. And we'll take your money, which will hopefully make you weaker. And thereby, hopefully you'll confederate next turn. Please, Gorok, I do love you. I very fondly remember my Gorok campaign in Total Warhammer 2, which was a total world conquest. So I did enjoy that campaign and had lots and lots of different army types. Anyway, let's see. Kowal. You and Chameleon, you're moving towards the Sunken Karnark, and I guess you shall continue to do so. You could go in regular stance, or you could go in march stance. You know what, I don't trust these marshes, so just in case, let's go into march stance. Like so. And then you're gonna follow along like so. And there we go. You, however, Kanoskir, are going to stay here. We'll transfer you. Oh, they're both named Kowal. That was very confusing for a few seconds. Alright, yeah, you guys are fine. And there we go. That's everything I think that we have to do for now. There's no more other diplomacy. Now let's end the turn, and let's all cross our fingers and tails that Gorok is willing to join us. Also, speaking of tails, have you guys noticed that the throne on the back of the Carnosaurs, it has a hole for the tail of Kroq, and I guess the Lizardmen in general, so the Saurus Scarvet would probably be the same. So somebody absolutely thought that design through, and I absolutely love it. Very nice. Anyway. Let's just try to align the camera to the way it's supposed to be looking, and then we will skip the rest of this, including, I think, the damaged buildings. And it'll repair itself. And we're gonna give this up to our Ironbrow's Expedition allies anyway. Oh, we could go for the next level of the 6,000, though. Ugh. You know what, that's a little bit expensive, though, you know what? Well, let's get a couple Grudge Throwers in. Get a couple Grudge Throwers in here. Why not? They're cheap, they're effective, and we shall make good use of them. Maybe we'll get some cannons as well, but we might as well spend some of the allegiance that we've been using. No more missions, alas, but that's okay. Now we can end the turn. I knew we'd end that turn someday. Alrighty, Kroq, go find us a Queek, please. Alright, Clan Moors, don't see Queek, please, please don't run away, Queek. Fight to the death. Marcus Wolfhart, you want peace, yeah? Yeah, you want peace. 2.4k is not bad. But you're at war with Itza, so that's gonna be a no. And you know what? I think we'll have to save any blessed spawnings we luck into at this point, just in case, because as soon as we confederate Itza, they're gonna be in trouble. And we'll need to defend, so we'll need to get stuff up and running immediately. Control +2 for Kanos Kier. Great for Kanos Kier, but this is what I'm curious about. -5, ah damn, it decreased. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, we just need to wait for him to lose his next army and hopefully a couple more territories. Bit of a shame to be cheering on the enemies of Gorak, but you know. It's all in the name of him joining our faction, which I consider to be a win for him and just as much as us. Anyway, Kroq, I guess you're moving up this way. Do we want to stay in range of Spike Peak just in case we get ambushed? Maybe. I don't think it'll matter either way. Honestly, no, just go, just go. I don't even care if Queek ambushes you, he doesn't have a chance. This is early game Skaven, and they just don't have the types of troops that they need to break us. And what are you doing? Are we able to reach you, I wonder? We are. Although I have to wonder... Oh, actually, no, we're not. I was about to say, I have to wonder whether it's actually a good idea to even try. Are you able to go here in March Stance? No. You could recruit more grudge throwers or cannons, but you know what? We're gonna be at 0 income after stuff is built. Sunken Karnark. Okay, you look like you're worthy of a fight. Alright, well, and that sounds good to me. Let's keep you in battle stance and send you forward. We're gonna siege. Or encircle, rather, in a second. Do you cause fear or terror? Yes. Who else do we want causing fear or terror? You know what? Let's put in one of the little skinks. The Red Crest, the cohort of Sotek, to be specific. We'll move you in, and we're going to assign the points, and then we'll go. These guys really need a mage quite badly. In fact, I think there may be a good reason to go for this sequence of training. Hero capacity +2 for all heroes. After we're done the sequence of logistics, maybe the sequence of the artisan. I'll think about it, though we could get this later. And the +2 of each type of hero would be really useful. Though we actually need to build the temple that allows us to build the mages in general. Anyway, that's another concern for later. You, I'm gonna get your point. Let's get you a skirmisher. And then you, Skink Chief, are going to get replenished troops, and let's say another point in Gutter Runner. You, Koal. Let's go for Route to Marcher and Inspiring Presence for now, but we'll get you some other stuff later on. Remember somebody suggested a funny name in the comments from the last episode, but I don't have my paper where I write things down. Yeah. There, next time. Something to do with his spinning capabilities. Anyway, let's see. Pyrrhic Victory with... well... I mean, it's just a bunch of orcs, but we're still gonna fight this. I still think this will be a pretty good fight. There's Savage Orc Boar Boys in there, and the archers should actually keep our air force from doing too much damage, so I think it'll be fun. Here we go. Alrighty, well, we got some kind of a little speech from Chameleon, though I have no idea what he's saying, obviously, but at least we got something. And yeah, it's weird facing down the orcs in Vampire Count's architecture location, but it's my favorite of the architectures, though I may be a little biased, so I don't mind. I will always love the Vampire Counts the best. even though there are a few other factions that I favor as well. Anyway, I do think that this battle is going to be pretty interesting now that I think about it, as I was starting to say, mostly because if we think about it, the units that we have, the skinks, are all extremely fragile. In a one-on-one, every single enemy unit that they have, possibly with the exception of the Error Boys versus the Chameleon Skinks, all of the Boar Boys and the Savage Orcs and the Savage Orc Biggins would easily win in a one-on-one against any of our skink units. So yeah, they're still going to be very dangerous, and the Boar Boys in particular we've seen rip through Chameleon Skinks before, and I have no doubt that the Savage Orc Boys would defeat them as well. That said, however, an army is obviously more than the sum of its parts, so we're going to have to keep that in mind as well. Anyway, the battle is going to be joined with Chameleon charging the enemy trolls, and if not isolating them, at least forcing them forward. Looks like the first one's going to get knocked out by our Chameleon Skinks, and then the trolls are going to try to chase Chameleon down, only to get attacked by the various red crests. Of course, the splash damage from the trolls and the additional damage from the Boar Boys charging in is going to be very dangerous to the little guys, but hopefully with Chameleon helping out and the Chameleon Skinks shooting everybody, we can bring these guys down. Over in the background, obviously, our aerial units are working on everything, but once again, because of the enemy archers, we do have to be very careful. I did try to do some damage to the Savage Orcs here, but the archers are now starting to focus the Pterodon Riders down, and we're going to have to get the heck out of there before we take too much damage. Fortunately, we got more red crests ready to move in. Just going to allow the column to move past them a little bit, but we'll be charging in shortly. And don't want to charge in when the Pterodon Riders are still able to do damage. Looks like the Boar Boys are still in the fight, and about even in terms of damage with our Red Crest, or at least they were, before they took another volley there and dropped to below half HP. We're also going to be moving up from several directions at once. Unlike the last battle with this army, we will be taking advantage of the Chameleon Stalkers, sending a separate force up here and another separate force over here. Though how well they'll fare against Savage Orc Biggins directly, I don't know. Probably not so well. In fact, if we just compare melee attack and defense stats, the Chameleon Skinks are superior, though obviously not in weapon strength, but it's deceptive. Also, these guys have Frenzy on them as well, and are quite a bit tankier because of the Warpaint. But we do have the support of our Chameleon Skinks as well, so it's not just the Stalkers fighting alone. Fighting battles like this is also quite fun, but obviously the issue is that we have fights going on and several fronts at once, and I never know where to look. There's fun stuff going on everywhere. Alrighty, well, Boar Boys fighting those Chameleon Skinks who are trying to use or expend the last of their precursor weapon ammunition. Although a decent amount of them are dropping at the same time. And hopefully the Chameleon Skinks can actually add some range fire, and it looks like they are indeed firing over the Stalkers' heads. It looks like more enemies are moving in to help out the Boar Boys in the form of another unit of Savage Orcs, but we do have our reinforcements on the field, which means more Air Force Pterodon Riders to move in and help out on that side. We're also sending the Pterodon Riders here as well, because our Chameleon Stalkers are quite in trouble here, and one of them is getting crushed between these two units of Savage Orc Biggins. Chameleon rather, is also quite damaged here, but him and his Red Crest are holding off a massive pile of orcs here. If we can hold them back for at least a few seconds longer, our Pterodons should be able to move in and drop some bombs into the biggest pile of enemies. Alright, running low on the Skinks here at least, but there we go. These Sentinels of Pahwaks dropping their bombs first, and I take it that these bombs are different from the regular bombs. The Drop Rocks of Sundering. Ah, they add sundered armor, I see. So that is certainly helpful, though not against the Savage Orcs in particular, as they have no armor whatsoever and rely instead on the physical resistance at 40%. And yeah, no armor but physical resistance. Pretty good, damn. Warpaint, quite nice, isn't it? Colorful tattoos on their bare skin grant Savage Orcs physical resistance, which reduces the damage from any non-magical attack. Yeah, well, problematic perhaps, but is it too problematic? We shall see. Depends on how well we can damage them with more bomb drops and with our Pterodon Riders those Fire Leech Bolas are still going to do massive amounts of splash damage to the enemy orcs, regardless of their physical resistance, and here's come some more bombs. Alrighty, how are our Chameleon Stalkers faring? Not so great, mind you, but with the support, they should be able to win this portion of the battle at least. Same things going on over here with the enemies actually forcing one of the Chameleon Stalkers to rout, and the other one will have to hold while we try to do more damage with the Fire Leech Bolas, as well as continued fire from all those Chameleon Skinks. We are also starting to take damage on these Fire Leech Bolas that are floating overhead, this giant pile of enemies, but we are holding them back with our own Chameleon or Red Crests as well. And we're now sending in our Amexon Barb, our single elite unit here, which does pretty darn good damage, 594 weapon strength, and causes terror as well. And here comes Koal, ready to add some spin to wins, hopefully, to the fray. And there we go, and because he has perfect spawn, he should be pretty good and not really afraid of getting killed by the Savage Orcs. There we go, wading in, especially as the enemies try to run away from him. I love those wide swings that these guys do. Yeah, the Ancient Kroq-Gars are definitely one of the more entertaining Lord types to watch, I gotta say. Plus the Kroxies are just so fun. And there we go, there's that spin to win. Good job, buddy, knocking a few of the enemies down into our red crests as well, and you can continue that. Bounce power looks like it's about 75% in our favor, and we continue to move up this ramp, and it looks like we finally managed to rout most of the enemies here, though both of our Chameleon Stalkers are now gone. Hopefully the Chameleon Skinks will be able to finish off this one unit of Savage Orc Biggins, and with the help of these Pterodon Riders, it looks like they will. Unfortunately, one of our other Pterodon Riders has actually routed and trying to destroy this tower, and we're going to hope that we can destroy the other tower without its help. The two reinforcing Pterodon Riders, however, have managed to help the Chameleon Stalkers with fairly little HP remaining see off that unit of Boar Boys, though there is another one poised to attack us over on that side. Alrighty, and Chameleon Skinks, come on, get a few more volleys into these Savage Orc Biggins, and hopefully we can force these to rout as well. Not even bothering to try to kite these guys away, just trying to do enough damage in the hopes that they will fully rout, and I do believe that they do. There we go, shattered now. And beautiful. And now it's just the main portion of the battlefield where Chameleon and the Amexon Barb and Koal continue to fight. And we got our Pterodon Riders moving in to help further. Koal's just in the middle of the pile of enemy units, which certainly helps. And between him and the Red Crest holding them back, we get more bombs on the field. Here come the rest of the enemy Boar Boys that were waiting on top of the ram as well. Could have committed themselves earlier, but it looks like they did wait until our Pterodon Riders were gone, so it's probably not the worst move in the world. I'm going to move to the sides to be able to shoot them in the flanks with our Chameleon Skinks, and hopefully we just need to hold them for a few more seconds until the rest of the enemy army routs. There is, after all, not that much left in the settlement here. Alright, you got the Stalkers, just have to hold on a little more. Neither the Red Crests nor the Stalkers is supposed to once again act as frontline fighters like this, and they're supposed to hit enemies in the back. But it's okay, it looks like it will be successful enough in this particular situation as the entire rest of the enemy force finally routs. Certainly took some effort, as we saw the Chameleon Skinks and well, actually just the Stalkers really, and the Red Crests all got pretty badly beat up, at least the ones that had to fight the Orcs, and, well, I guess it was all Orcs, directly, and thus a close victory, which for once is accurate game, I don't know what to call this, game judge, game umpire, I don't know. The thing that says what kind of victory it is. Let's see the damage. We should be able to recover as there is no army nearby, but who knows, there could be one waiting in ambush, so we should still be careful. Alrighty, a fun little fight, though of course we did take quite a bit of damage on all of our melee skinks. Skinks aren't meant to be a front line, so that's hardly surprising, especially when they're facing off against savage orcs, biggins or not. We definitely are going to need to replace them with Saurus at least eventually. Well, we are building up Saurus, so that'll work. Eventually, skinks will work as a front line, but they will need a lot of buffs before we actually get there, both via technologies and via Lord and heroes, buffing them considerably. Only then will they be reasonably decent. Alrighty, and we are going to, I guess, loot and occupy, because we will be transferring this territory anyway. Might as well heal up for our trouble. Alrighty, hey, a Razor Standard. Very nice. I believe Kroq already has one. I remember putting it on the... Oh, no, I did not. I am confusing that with a different campaign. Well then, Kroq, you get the Razor Standard. Lovely. So now we will have a Razor Standard and a Lichbone Pennant. One of our guys will do magical damage, and one of our guys will do more damage, I guess. Plus we got Sunder Armor as well. Very, very nice. Alrighty, and you, I guess, can stay here, Koal. Just make sure that you're close enough to reinforce should it be required. We're obviously not going to collect income or control here. And we will be transferring the stuff over next turn or so. I'm going to figure out if there's anything else that we can do with these guys. Maybe, and I believe somebody suggested this, what we do is declare war on these factions here in order to be friendly with Imric, and then get the Ironbrow's expedition to also declare war on them, and thereby, hopefully, or at least possibly, having us be friendlier with that. I still don't like how much these two dislike each other, but who knows. Maybe we'll be able to make it work. And if not, then, well, I guess we'll kill Imric. We shall see. Alrighty, Koal, you're good where you are, or this Koal is good where he is. Although, wait, we're going to transfer... Can you transfer it from here? No, you'll have to move out. Alright, fine. You're going to move into this stance. And somewhere where you don't suffer attrition, please. So out of the floating village. In fact, if we're about to give up floating village anyway, you can move out here to Caragazgal. Though you should really be together with these armies. We do have to watch out for that. Koal, transfer, please. And Kanos Kier really does want to be fighting with Chameleon. Generally speaking, he wants to be fighting. You can go away. You can just stay here for now, and at least you're not in battle march stance. You, however, need to switch. So we'll take you... Oh, wait, no, you're in a settlement, so you're actually fine. Never you mind. Interesting how Khemri still likes us, and oh, we're very close to Gorgazan as well. I mean, we could take it, but I'm not sure yet. Oh, we're very close to the coast, though. We could just have Kroq-Gar defeat some more stuff and then head to the coast and head to Lustria, but once again, it's the Confederation that I'm really hoping for. Minus 6.8? Huh, did it go from 5 to 6.8 in one turn? Odd. But oh well. Can't do anything about it right now, we'll just have to wait until Gorok loses another army. Anything else to do? Crate of the Walking Dead, we got more buildings to build, so let's build them and hopefully get more money. Sunken Kernark and Floating Village, we don't need to repair you, so we're not gonna. Alright, you know what? Let's do the join war against them right now, like so. Not gonna make you friendly, but at least you'll pay us some money.
Observe my skill.
Like so. Alright, arising a little bit. Clan Rictus will come for us as well, but, you know, that was probably not really avoidable. Then, what we do is give Thorek the floating village, as we no longer need it. Guess we could wait a turn and repair this, just so that he has a fully repaired territory. Minus 38. Quite a bit, isn't it? Also, let's just check. How much is this worth to you?
You seek the favor of Iron Peak. I'm listening.
38, quite a bit. And oh my. Okay, you're willing to give us a lot of money. Alright. Join war against Clan Rictus and Darklands Orcs. And oh wow. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Fine. Just the one of them. Either a Rictus or a Darklands Orcs. Let's go with... I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Pick one. Get money. Man, it's a lot less money. Alright, fine. Pick the other. More money. He's funding us. It's pretty good. Even if all of these settlements, even if he loses them, honestly, it's working out. I'm happy with it. We'll do that. Then next time we'll just give him another thing, and frankly, there's a good chance that he'll lose them anyway. And then we can give them back to him, I guess. Alright. Really need to find Karazakarak so we can give them other stuff, but we'll see. I really doubt that he can hold as much territory as he has. He already wouldn't be able to if we weren't here to do it for him, essentially. And you know what? Ugh. Nah, he can repair it himself, I don't care enough. Yeah, you guys stay here, you'll trespass through Khemri or go back through this territory afterward. Skip the rest, outpost upgrade available. Yeah, you know what, let's time. Might as well upgrade it to max. And outposts are done. We have 4 turns until we get the Right of Ferocity again, which we're certainly looking for. Everybody's moved, so I guess we're going next turn. Alright, moment of truth. Where is Queek? Hopefully we get him. And also hopefully Imrik and Thorek don't immediately start fighting each other. There's Rictus, Vomik. Oh, please don't be a pestilent scheme guy. I really don't want Kroq to get a... what is this? You want peace now? For 9,000 gold, eh? You know what? That's fine. It's quite a lot of money. How much? Huh. I guess he's really weak now. But yeah, we don't really need to do anything about him. Let him fight Karazakarak and stuff. I really don't care about this. Yeah. I mean, nearly 10k. Who could say no to that? Alrighty, adds a Scheme of Doom, which is also annoying, but hopefully he won't go for us. Serpent Coast, Haute Couture, why would we randomly have Laneshi Corruption here? I guess it's just a random event. I remember reading this in another campaign. I'm gonna read it again. A traveling clothier sets up her stall, offering garments tailored so masterfully that they are like a second skin. All who don her garments become consumed by self-obsession, forever admiring their own reflections and refusing all other duties. Undeterred, countless more queue out the door. Alrighty, well, I guess that'll be only skinks. I really doubt that this would work on Source. In fact, lizards are immune to chaos corruption. But maybe the skinks aren't immune to temptation. It's sort of like vampires. Vampires can't, and nobody mentioned, what's his face? Wallach Harkin. Vampires don't technically turn to chaos. I mean, they can't really get corrupted because their bodies prevent it by the curse of undeath, but they can still bargain. It's not really chaos corruption, like giving up their souls sort of thing, but it is sort of there, i.e. Wallach Harkin. Anyway, where's Queek? I'm distracting myself. Hand of the Gods. That's not what we want. We want to go into diplomacy, then we want to go into war coordination, ally missions, Queek Head Taker. And what the heck? Okay, he's gone up here somewhere. Damn. He must be fighting somebody. Is he at war with these guys? Oh, he is. He might be at Black Iron Mine. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna attack Sumpit and Karakazul either way then. You're gonna go to Sumpit right now. Let's see if there's anything interesting there. See some little tiny armies. And a garbage little garrison. We cannot resolve this. They have absolutely no chance. Let us give you Razor Standard to, I guess, one of the Blessed Source. Auto-resolve this. Damn, I forgot the auto-resolves really doesn't like the Feral Stag. Alright, no more auto-resolves. Loot and Occupy. Plan reveal. Hey, a Brass Cleaver. Do we not have one in this army? Because if we don't, and we most definitely should. We have a Tormentor's Sword. We have Sword of Might. Alright, you're getting a Brass Cleaver. Very nice, more melee attack. And we'll probably get a melee Saurus as well, as in a Saurus Scarvet that fights with our Blessed Saurus, not one on a Carnosaur, and he can then hold a Brass Cleaver. Also, I forgot to take a look at these earlier on for Lord Clork, so let's take a look at these. Spell resistance plus 10% for the army. I don't really care about the buffs personally for him, because meh. Let's see, we got Ward Save for the Accompanying Lord, quite nice. Spell resistance for yourself, Winds of Magic Power Reserve change when increasing. We got Casualty Replenishment Rate, only a +2, but as we saw, what he currently gives basically doubles it. And then Cause Terror for the Lord when fighting everybody, but pretty sure our Lord gets Terror anyway, because he's on Grimlock. And then a Hex that goes -10 melee attack. Not too bad as well. Alrighty, also we have leveled up, so we'll do the points in a second, but more importantly, Confederations. -2.9. It went down again. I guess he must have lost the army that he was building. Got so close. We're at 102. Come on. Oh, I want to start on Lustria. Ugh. Alrighty, and you guys, where are you going now? Trespass through Khemri to hit Gorgazan, or go back to our own territory a little bit to heal. Oh, right, we have a bunch of corruption here. Wait, no we don't. Barren Wasteland, oh, okay, fine. You know what, go March Stance and go through our allied territory. I think we can heal there. Nah, you can't do it? Alright, fine. Rude. You guys are just gonna stay together then. We're still gonna give this up though, because we want to transfer, or start another war, so... Oh wow, you don't like... yeah, that's gonna be a problem. So we've joined the wars, but they still don't like each other. And it's still decreasing. Probably shouldn't have bothered with the wars then. I don't think it's gonna work. Imric really doesn't like the fact that we're giving these useless settlements to Thorek, but we don't have a choice, and it's not like we're gonna bother holding them. Here,
what brings you to my
the
mighty
marshes.
forge?
What was this place called? Oh wait, it was Sunken Kernark. Right here, 19, not so bad. Join war against Clan Rictus. Oh wow, he actually refuses to do it. Alright, then give us your money. Another 7k. We're at 50k. I think he can't spend his own money on anything else. Like, we're literally just taking all his cash, aren't we? He hasn't had an army up for a while. This is all he has, and he's not even recruiting anything. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna stop that, because I feel like we're just destroying the faction by taking all their cash. Even though we have better uses for it, and it's kind of funny. But, yeah, we should stop. Temple of Skulls. Let's get to the Temple City, and how are we for Saurus? We got 3. Few more to go. Ooh, we should also double check on Saurus heroes, though. Master Survivors, Skaven Main, Aggressive. I mean, we have a lot of money and we could mill through them, but I feel like we should probably not. Also, how are you? How's your healing? Yeah, gotta be careful with the auto-resolve on that poor Stug. You are going to get now Honored Elder, further upkeep reduction on the Saurus, as well as other stuff. And we do want to get the armor for Saurus ASAP. There's other good stuff like Spawnkin... No, I mean Soulbound for melee defense for cold ones. But out of all this, it's gonna have to be Apex Species, and then one more into it right after. And next up, Teto Echo. Let's... Oh wow, you have 3 points. Damn, good job, buddy. Let's get to you. I want to see if anything here would buff our army. Not really. We can increase Winds of Magic power capacity, which would help for Kalork, or we could go for Arcane Con. Nah, let's go for Arcane Con. Like so. Alrighty. And how close are you to this? 27. Oh, getting there. Can't wait for that Engine of the Gods. Next up, you, Pradot. You don't need Hunter's Instinct because we rarely do ambushes, at least not right now, but you can get Honored Elder. And... bonus versus Argent Leadership Aura. Missile resistance. More armor. Could very much be useful. Or we could start moving through We Are the Elite, get more weapon strength for our source, though it isn't all that much. Yeah, that's not a big deal. You know, I'd rather have Blade Shield than get Deadly Onslaught earlier. So you're good, and then Kalorki, you are going to get... I really love Replenishment. Nah, you know what, we're gonna get Replenishment. Yes, we need Deliverance of Itza, but we can do without for a turn or so. More Replenishment is better. Alrighty, and I believe that's another end turn, yes? Kanos Kier, you... Oh, right. You can move into Astromancy stance and stay in Karak-Azgal for now. We really just need to figure out what to do with all of these guys. I mean, we are going to start attacking Khemri soon. I just want to make sure that we have defenses up and this army is ready to go north. Because these armies can't fight Khemri without Kroq. And Krok's still looking for Queek. Alright, skip the rest of that. Skip this. Yes. And one more double check. Wow, 9.3, eh? Oh, Talakwa. Ah, okay, I'm glad I checked that. Ooh, Talakwa's lost its armies. Good. Very good. Keep losing your armies. Maybe lose some territory. Maybe confederate with us. These guys really want peace. We will peace out with the Hunts Marshal's expedition as soon as we confederate Itza, but not before. Talakwa definitely get military access. I was worried about trespassing on their territory earlier, too. Alright, lovely. And that looks like finally we can end the turn. I wonder if these guys are gonna siege us. Do we want to not risk it? Let's send you outside the settlement. I'd rather not risk it. Oh, look, you have another potential Skink Chief location. We want that Skink Master. Too bad the second level building doesn't allow us to do that. As in, increase the capacity. Order of Lore Masters, you have still not sailed south or done anything. This faction has been sitting there for the entire game and has done absolutely nothing. They've refused to join any wars, and I just don't know. I don't know what's up with Teclis. I wonder if his AI is broken in some way. I mean, in this particular campaign, because in my other campaigns he's definitely doing stuff. Maybe we took his territories too fast, but it's weird that he hasn't gotten into a fight with Kairos, to be honest. Anyway, Rite of Primeval Glory performed. Itza, great for Itza. Oh, no, not great for Itza. Damn it. Not performing rites. Is that the one that spawns? Yeah, Herd of Beasts. Man. That means they probably won't be wanting to confederate this turn. Yeah, up to minus 21 immediately. That's a big old army. We'll have to wait for it to die, I guess. Oh well. Kroki, kill Rel. Did I keep you in this stance instead of Astromancy? My bad. Kill Rel anyway. Rel's gonna run, but Rel can't run far enough because Kroki moves incredibly far. And kill this for the XP. It's gonna hurt our Steg, I bet. 3,700. Yep, absolutely massive damage to our Steg. Oh, auto-resolve. Are you really gonna be like this? I fear if the auto-resolve keeps doing this, we're gonna have to trade the Stegs to another army, because this is too annoying. We'll replace them maybe with Ancient Stegs or something, hopefully that doesn't get hurt as much. Also, the replenishment doesn't do anything for us here, so we're gonna exterminate. Alright, and oh, hello, what do we have here? Miscast Chance Reduction, Curse Charm of Tepok, and Miscast Chance in Effect range. That's not so bad. Just out of curiosity, do you currently have... You have a Featherfoe Torque. But I like the Featherfoe Torque on you. What do you have? You have the Ruby Ring of Ruin. The Ruby Ring of Uselessness. I hate that thing. Also, Biting Blades. And so, you know what? Sword of Might and Relic Sword, I don't like either of you. Fuse into another Brass Cleaver. Very nice. And, you know, the Biting Blade's actually okay for a common item, but I think we can fuse those as well. Into a Sword of Anti-Heroes. Not too bad at all. Alright, anything else? I want to keep the Pigeon Plucker Pendant for now. Luckstone is decent, but it's just less than half of Dawnstone. And we have another Featherfoe Torque. You know what? I think we can... Nah, you know, I'm not getting rid of it. Not yet. We may want to have two. Let's get rid of... Spell Shield's okay. Dragon Helm's kind of garbage, but I don't see anything else we could raid with it. So yeah, let's take the Curse Charm of Tepok. Let's put it on you. And also, more importantly, you, Kroki, now have Apex Species, which means at level 3, we now have 74 and 64 armor on the Saurus. Past level 7, they'll get 74 armor, which is not so bad. We could get it up to like 100 somehow. And that would be perfect. Alrighty, well, Kroki, you're done that. Let's move you in March stance all the way to the edge of Sump Pit. And then we're hitting Karak-Azul next. I really hope that Queek isn't dead again. No, wait, he isn't, because the mission would have been aborted. Where the heck is he? What is he doing? Does he have one territory? Damn it, Queek, we came up here to hunt you. They only have the one territory. If we kill him, he'll probably attack a random settlement. Oh no. I may have made a mistake. We're about to get attacked. These guys are going to declare war on us and attack us. Because we're in march stance. I've no doubt. Well, it looks like we're going to have a fight. And a dangerous one for our feral stag, but nonetheless, should at least be an interesting one. Alrighty, well, let's move everybody else around. I think we'll save the fight for next episode, though, because we are effectively out of time here. You cannot move into our allied territory, can you? Well, sort of. Yeah, you're going this way. We're not going into this territory yet. There's no need. Oh, you are gonna suffer attrition everywhere but here. They can't reach us across the river, I think, or at least I hope. I should have probably tried to keep away a little bit more from the river. I hope I didn't just get Kowal killed. Well, I guess we'll see about that as well. Isokorvus Mate, you are getting nearer and nearer to Rocky. Let's put you here. Although, you know what? You're gonna go here instead. We're gonna take your dinos and we're gonna move Kanos Kier here. And then they're gonna trade units so that we can get a good army completed here, especially once the Saurus come up. I really need a second army so Kroq isn't the one doing everything. And then we can move down to Khemri. Alrighty, building. Let's go for meat storage call, Karakazgal. Do we... Well, we want walls here, but we also really want these for the research rate. We'll probably delete the spawn pools shortly, even though it's nice to have them out here. And we'll replace them... we should replace them with a Saurus building anyway. Yeah. Alright, let's do that, and then let's get to you, those skink favelas. We're gonna need public order here as well. Maybe replace this with public order. I'll think about it. Next up, more Kroq-Gar labor districts. Always more Kroq-Gar labor districts. And that's about it. One more look through diplomacy.
Who seeks me?
Talaqua is willing to go defensive alliance, so is Order of Lore Masters, but they're still being useless. I do have to wonder whether they're willing to join the war now, though. Haven't tested that in a while. Let's try Clan Wars. 1.7 now. Let's try Clan Pestilence. Also 1.7. 5k. I'm almost willing to do that. 1.7 is every single one 1.7, yeah. 1.2 for the Darklands orcs, but we don't really need them going up there. It's a waste of time. Let's ignore it. Damage building, etc., etc. And did I have... I traded you your stuff, right? Yeah, I did. Okay, looks good. He might lose Desolation and the Gash to Rebels as well. We'll see. And a turn. Well, let's see if we get attacked. If we do... Well, let's cross that bridge when we come to it, I guess. I expect that that's what'll happen. It's too good of an opportunity for the AI to pass up. Cetra, are you ready to declare war on us? No, you want military access. We'll be declaring war on you, buddy. As soon as Chameleon has his army. Alright, where are these guys? Are they attacking? I'll be so salty if Queek dies. Huh, they didn't attack. I'm surprised. Okay. A tainted bounty. The delving of your industrious skinks brings to light an ancient metal ore. Could this substance have been brought to the world by the old ones themselves? When subjected to your advanced weaponsmithing process, the ore makes highly effective arrowheads and javelin points. However, once you start to use them, some of your usually hardy Saurus warriors fall ill, raising questions over its safety and even whether it was planted deliberately by the enemies of the Great Plan. Will you continue to use it? So we get a little tiny bit of corruption, but for 8 turns, considerable increase in ammunition and missile strength. Tiny bit of corruption, that's it? Sure. Truly this material is a gift from the old ones, a bounty that will wipe the enemies of the Great Plan from this world. If only it had not been warped in the eons since. Yeah, let's tell ourselves that. Accept the gift. Alrighty. And... yeah, alright. Well, it looks like we didn't get attacked, surprisingly, but I guess that works for us. We'll be going to Karak-Azul, possibly next time. I mean, I guess we can sack it and just leave it there. We also probably want to trade Sump Pit. Though we could also trade it to these guys, but they're just gonna get more pissy. I'm probably gonna just have to straight up attack him, right? This is not gonna work. I wonder if there's a territory that we could take that we could give him for stuff, like somewhere out here. Not one that Thorek should have, but I digress. One last thing to check. Itza. No, but Talakwa, yes. Tic-tac-toe. Alrighty, it wasn't what I was expecting, but 11 settlements will suddenly be ours. Absolutely amazing. Join Confederation. And there we are. What factions did we discover? Did Tic-tac-toe know Kairos? Wait, this is important. Province secured, province secured, province secured. 4 provinces and a short victory, so control and hero capacity. Absolutely amazing. More importantly... Wait, is Tic-tac-toe alive? He's probably dead right now, isn't he? Okay, what is this? Go away. Yeah, he's dead for 6 turns. Alright, well, we'll get him back up and running. And did I do something about the map? I got so excited that I just clicked everywhere. Yeah, alright. Factions encountered. Dune Kingdoms, Cult of Sigmar, Sentinels, and Thegan's Errantry. Alright, so no Kairos as of yet. There's also these guys which are probably gonna come down and start taking our territories from us, which means we have stuff to do. All of these guys are going to join together and move south. We're going to move through Khemri, but we're going to mostly ignore Khemri and actually start fighting everybody else. Anyway, with that, I am going to obviously call the episode here. I was hoping for another perfect spawn, but oh well. Next time, we begin the war here. Our empire has suddenly grown to double its size just from tic-tac-toe, so you gotta love the little guy. Can't wait to build him his own Air Force full army, so stay tuned for all that. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.